Good morning. It's breakfast time in the truck. So I've boiled the kettle, made tea. Sean has his, and this is his cereal. He is having, where to put the box? Here we go. He's having some oatmeal crisp. That's his breakfast. I actually put some fresh blueberries in for him. And then I'm going to have my mini wheats for breakfast with some blueberries. So that's how we're starting our day. We're at the customer and we're getting unloaded. Talk to you later. It's Friday morning. We had breakfast while they were unloading us. We are leaving to go westbound on the 401. Let's hope it's not too busy on a Friday afternoon. It's actually still morning. What time is it? It's 11:30 Ontario time. We are going to stop at the Flying J in Napanee. Is that them? Yeah. So yeah, goodbye Brockville. Brockville, city of the Thousand Islands. So I didn't go shop at the Dollar Tree because it was a bit of a distance, a big walk for me anyway, to walk from where Walmart and Dollarama were to get to the Dollar Tree. So there was only one specific thing that I'm looking for, and let's hope that Brockville didn't have it in stock yet, or I'll be disappointed. So here we are, 401. It's normally pretty quiet up until you do start hitting the Oshawa. They've widened up the road in a few places. Look at that, there's another Dollarama right there. I was happy with what I found at Dollarama. Bay crossing. Just looking at the trees, and they ever changing color here. I don't know if you guys saw that truck passing going westbound. He's our twin. He hauls a flatbed. Always pass him on the 401. I think he's just like drives Canada, but it's hilarious. We are never going the same direction with him. So Sean and him just gave a big wave to each other. Yeah, and I believe that that's the guy that was sitting in Ottawa at the Freedom Rally that everybody thought that it was us, but it wasn't. And I said to Sean, when I was watching it on the news, they kept catching that truck, and from a distance, the driver even looked like Sean. I was getting so many messages from everybody that we know. What are you guys doing there? We're like, no, that's not us. We have a twin. Yeah, there's actually 20 of them, but we only ever see the same one. We're not sure where the other 18 trucks went. There you go. Kingston 42, coming into Gananoque, which is 13 kilometers. So they had to blast away a lot of this rock just to make the 401 go through here. And right below us is all swamp. That's why you know, people don't think, but you should travel with a knife or scissors, or I know there is a thing that, a little gadget that you can keep, and it is for ripping seatbelts, because in an accident and those airbags open up, you need to get out of your seat real fast. If you got something to cut it, if you're able to, or if there's someone else in the vehicle with you, then that is a handy item to have. driver that's not used to driving on the highways. Oh, there's a motorcycle in front of him. Maybe that's why he was doing it. Yeah. Oh no, screw loose, and it made one of the lens fall out. So I said to him in the morning, go into Walmart Optical because we bought them from Walmart. So I stayed in the truck here with the dogs. He goes in, he comes out, and tell them what the lady said to you.
She said the competition is on sick leave. And so I said, okay, you know, I have a screw, I'll fix it myself. Sir, there is 50 some different screws back there. I said, I only want one.
That's right.
Well, I can't do it for you. I said, seriously? He said, yeah, I don't know how to do it. I just, never mind, I'll go somewhere else. Oh yeah, and then she says, you can go down the street. I said, girl, I'm in the tractor trailer. I just can't go into these little plazas you sent me to.
But she also said that you said she said she wasn't licensed.
Yeah.
She wasn't licensed to put a screw in a pair of glasses.
So, the new millennial thing is, if you got a screw loose, don't ask them to fix it.
Oh my goodness. Napanee on Route 38 kilometers.
They need a license.
They need a license for everything nowadays. So my question is,
I wonder if it's a red seal.
my question is, why are they open? You can't repair glasses. Well, you can't really sell a pair because they need to be adjusted
And fit them
with the prescription. I don't understand. So he doesn't have a pair of glasses to wear at the moment until we can find somewhere to fix them for him. I don't remember everything, but
Earth is
some
flat, I
things
tell you.
I do remember. And no, the earth is not flat. Who are you trying to kid? See why I need out of the truck? No, we love each other. We spent, 6 years, 24/7 together. In a truck with the dogs. That is called true love. Then you get off if you're going to CFB Kingston, if you're going to Smith Falls, which is a beautiful area north of here. My dad had some family living up there, but I think they've
She died.
the wife died, but I'm not sure if he's still living up there. They were cousins or something like that. I didn't really know them myself. Just gonna let this run through Kingston here. Woo! Almost dropped his. I don't know how many times I've dropped my YouTube friends, and they just keep coming back. Yes, they do. Kingston also has a military college. I only know of the two. There's one here and the one out in British Columbia, Victoria, British Columbia.
There's one in St. Jean.
There's one, in St. Jean?
Yeah, there's a Clinton.
Okay, yeah, there's one out in Quebec as well. That is the only ones I know of.
Royal Roads is in.
Royal Roads is Victoria. Yeah.
Royal Military College.
I just said that. I know these two because I worked on the military, the air base in Trenton, and my brothers are military. This is the exit to go up to Westport. That's another beautiful little town. Kingston has a King's Crossing fashion outlets right there on the left, and a Kenworth dealer beside it. We've been in there before.
Yep. $500 change flex pipe and 10 clamps.
$500 to change
Flex pipe and 2 clamps.
a flex pipe and 2 clamps on the transport. Is that not a ripoff?
They will not touch this truck again.
No, they won't. He will not be going back there again, he said. I didn't record in the States there. We had to stop for a repair. sprocket coming off, a clamp, and it was coming off. Was it part of your DEF system?
No, the exhaust.
Oh, it was coming off the exhaust, so it was pretty loud. So we had to pull in. It wasn't a Kenworth dealer. Peterbilt. I found Peterbilt, which basically the engines are similar. So we went in there. The guy told him that it was how much an hour?
$185.
185 US an hour for labor. And if they didn't have the part, it would be 2 weeks, so they couldn't help us out. But thank goodness it was just the bracket. The guy came out and put one on in the parking lot.
They never charged me.
And he never charged them for labor. He charged them for the parts, which were
$40.
$40 US. Yes, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. What he did for us. So we weren't even stopped for 20 minutes. We're driving in the transport. Sean does not play any music. We, like I said, he drives to the sound of his truck. That way he can spot right away if something's not sounding right. Even when I was driving truck, he was the same. He would be listening out. See some guys going by, they got headsets and all on. It's like, how do you hear what's going on outside around you? Oh, Charbet Lake, that's beautiful up there too. It's got some really nice provincial parks. I went camping up there one year. It was August, long weekend. So I drove up with the 3 Chihuahuas at the time. That's all I had. I went up to meet my brother and his kids. And he didn't bring the dogs because his theory is, yeah, no dogs on camping trips. But he was okay with me bringing mine until the Monday we were packing up. Well, no, Monday morning. So I was sleeping in a tent with my niece, and my nephew was in the tent with my brother. So we were doing good. We had Friday night, Saturday night. Did we go? Maybe no. Maybe I went up Saturday to meet them. They went up Friday. So I was there for Saturday night, Sunday night. Chihuahuas in the tent with us. Get up Monday morning, and the zipper was open on the tent. So I'm looking for the dogs, and I've got. It was just Belle and Rosie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Rosie was still in the tent with us. There was no Belle. So I go out to start my. I was driving a Jeep at the time. I go out to start my Jeep. My Jeep is dead because I was charging my phone.
You just started dating me.
Because I had just started dating Sean, and we were texting and chatting and all that on the phone. So anyway, my Jeep was dead. So I went up to the front, the gates, and asked the park ranger, as I call them, did you happen to see a small dog around the park this morning? And he says to me, well, I seen it a couple of miles down the highway. Oh, what's that?
Ferrari.
I'm going to say that's a Ferrari. Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a beauty. It's a beautiful kind of red, too. Anyways, back to my story. So, he says, yeah, I seen it down by that store. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's quite a few miles away. So I said, well, I would drive down looking for her, but my Jeep is dead and I need a boost. And neither me or my brother had booster cables with us. So he goes, well, I'm not really allowed to drive you down there in the company pickup, you know, the park pickup, but I will. So I jump in the pickup with him. We head down. We see this. We're going over like a little bridge. And I don't know if there was, I don't think there was any water down there. But anyway, there was 2 cars pulled over. And we look over and I'm like, they'll probably see her. So we pull over beside them. Turns out it's an off-duty cop. Now the guy now the park guy is panicking because he shouldn't have me in the truck with him. But anyway, we go see what's going on, and there she was. She was headed home. She had enough of camping, so they couldn't catch her. She wasn't listening to them. So as soon as she heard my voice, she stopped. I picked her up, and we went back to the campsite. And my brother was kind of relieved and I don't know what you were going to do, like how you were going to find her. And my reply was, she has a microchip. If somebody finds her, I'm sure they'd return her. And he goes, well, I wasn't leaving before you found her. So thank goodness we found her. All was good. And we left. So lesson learned from that camping trip.
Carry booster cables.
To carry booster cables and to have a crate to put the dogs in.
How did that man ever make Lieutenant Colonel?
I have no idea. And this was, my brother's a lieutenant colonel right now. So yeah, that was fun. So that's why we have the dogs always in a crate or some kind of pen when we're traveling on the highways now. That way, if something ever happens, then we know exactly where the dogs are. A fun story to tell. Miss Richie in a convertible. Speaking of convertibles, I have another story. This is the county of Lennox and Addington. So I owned a convertible Mustang, and I thought I was real cool driving my convertible Mustang. I was working on the base at the time. I would go on the 401 with the top down until a truck went by and I got hit in the head with some kind of a rock. And oh my gosh, it hurt. And after that, I never drove the 401 again with my top down. As I said, people would laugh, but yeah. So every time I see a convertible now, I'm like, I hope you don't get whacked in the head with a rock, because it happened to me. Yep. I have lots of stories to tell. A field full of solar panels. This is what farmers' fields are turning into.
Yeah.
They're selling the land and they're turning them into solar panels. A field of solar panels.
Waste of good farmland.
It is a waste of good farmland.
All these subdivisions.
But nobody, I mean, people our age would still farm, but be farmers, but our children's, the millennium age group do not. This is the Amherstville, Odessa exit.
You got a brother.
Sean has a brother that lives off of this exit. He's down towards the water. We were trucking. We would meet up with him too, and he'd meet us at the truck stop for a little visit. We'd go for a tea and a coffee, and then we would motor on down the highway again. So yeah, after Napanee, there's a nice another new sign put up there, Loyalist Township. Maple leaf. So yeah, after we stop here in Napanee, we're continuing on, and we're going to pass Trenton, where my parents are. So we're trying to decide, do we just show up and surprise them, or do I send a text message to see if they're home, because it is kind of awkward to pull up outside their house. We're headed to Mississauga today. Tomorrow, the trailer is booked in to get a washout, so every time they unload one of these tankers, it needs to go for a tank wash.
Repairs.
And we need a repair done on, it's the valve that,
Directly underneath.
the customer would hook up their pipes to drain the product out of the tank. So it started leaking oil. Where did that start leaking oil on you?
Alabama.
In Alabama. But he's been keeping an eye on it, kind of babying it all the way to here. And right now we're empty. We were able to make it to the customer and let them get their product. There's another en route that we're coming up to.
Some of us actually do pre-trip inspections.
Well, yes. So every day before you go anywhere, you need to do a pre-trip inspection. It needs to be 15 minutes. If you drop the trailer trailer. So a lot of driver time is used up during post-trip, pre-trips and post-trips. At the end of the, and fueling, and at the end of the day, when you're signing off for the day, you need to do a post-trip. So Sean thoroughly inspects both truck and trailer daily. We have seen these, I'm just going to call them new drivers. They jump in the truck, hook up to the trailer, and they're gone. And it's like, where's your pre-trip? They never check. And even when I was driving too, if you get out of the truck to fuel, or you're stopping at a truck stop to go in, use the bathroom or whatever, when you come back, first thing you should be checking is that your fifth wheel is still locked, that you still got that trailer locked on. We have seen so many times a driver just hops in and leaves, and guess what? The trailer fell off because somebody else, which is not a very nice thing to do, but it happens out there. Somebody walking by will pull your fifth wheel and unlock it. As soon as you jump in and start to head out, your trailer's going to fall off. That's when you know they haven't done a pre-trip or checked that fifth wheel when they had got out of the truck.